In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Back to pass, it's Terrell. Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. NC State quick to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's got his man. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Boone. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's got him still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Heels. They grab the early lead. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Right back to the well. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. NC State going up tempo. To the air, it's Terrell. Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs and a new fresh set of problems.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Terrell. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Got it in the middle, it's Coates. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, UNC! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially...
Off he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Terrell. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Off the RPO, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And the try is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Boone. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. All kinds of time before he fires right. And he's got it! Touchdown, North Carolina! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe
turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Boone. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It's complete to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls and fired complete. The Tar Heels have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Boone. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Terrell. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He lofts one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. NC State quick to the line. He'll do it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Terrell. Makes his connection. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Using the quick game. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finishes the run with the slide.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The hand to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Boone. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. NC State going up-tempo. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack from getting to the quarterback. What a good...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Dropping back, it's Terrell. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the rhythm.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, UNC!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're bringing heat. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Terrell. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll leave it with the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Got enough space. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a man, it's Terrell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out.